Good afternoon, Houston. Hello, my name is Niusha, and I'm here with the Goddess Talk of Fridays with a very special guest here, Andre Hall.
What's
Football
up,
player we got in the house.
Yeah, former football player.
Yes.
Yeah, it's former. Yeah, I
What is
retired.
the difference?
Well, when you retire, you don't play no more. When you playing, you playing. So
Okay.
I'm not playing no more. So yeah,
All right.
I'm a former player.
Former player, yes. Okay. So today, as soon as we posted your picture on our website, people just started asking questions.
Really?
Yes, a lot of questions.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start with asking you, who is Andre Hall?
Yeah.
Tell us.
Okay. I didn't want to correct you, but it's just Hal.
Hal. Okay,
Yeah,
it's the accent. It's a
good.
Persian accent.
It's all good.
Okay,
It's all
go
good. Hal. It's just Hal. People
Okay.
always get that mixed up. Like even when I started playing with the Texans, my first game, I was like, yeah, Andre Hall. I'm like, it's not Hall. It's Hal. Just one L. But yeah. So me, I'm Andre. First
Okay.
of all, I'm just Andre, and then I played football. That was one of my things I did. Just recently retired. Played for 5 years with the Texans. Then I played since I was like 8 years old. I've been playing
Okay.
football for forever. So just I felt like it was time to kind of wrap it up. So I wrapped it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, the reason that he's here, Goddess Talk is basically focused on yoga, meditation, self-love, and self-care.
Definitely.
And all that. But most of our guests are not professional, but yogis and
Definitely.
meditators. and all
I
the-
do all that. Yeah.
So I know that you're involved.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I attended an event that you actually talked about
Yeah.
meditation.
Yeah.
So we have him here today as a proof that you don't have to be a yogi and 100% flexible to do yoga and meditation.
No way. Yoga. My first time doing it, I was really intimidated because I was like, whoa. I thought I was a big time athlete. Like I'm a professional athlete. I do yoga. I'm like, wow, this stuff is like really breaking me. Like this stuff is like real life workout. You know what I mean? And like I said, but it's for everybody though. It don't matter how flexible you are, or how like yoga out you are, how zen you are. You don't have to be that. You just go as you are. You know what I mean? You come as you are. And I'm glad I started doing it. And it just kind of made me. It changed my life.
Okay, so this is funny that he brought this up because a lot of my guy friends, they say,
Yeah.
"Oh, we're strong. I don't want to
Yeah.
stretch." Yoga is not just stretching.
No
What
way.
is it?
It's
Tell
a
me.
full body workout.
Tell them.
Yeah, it's a full body workout. Like it's like legit. Like my first time, I was like shaking. That's how weak I was. Like I thought I was super strong, but my core was weak. And yoga exposed me. I'm like, wow, I'm in here with all these women, and like I'm shaking. I'm getting kind of embarrassed, but like nobody was really looking at me. Like nobody didn't really care. Everybody like just doing their own thing. That's one thing about yoga. Everybody just kind of do their own thing, and I like that about yoga.
Okay, so what brought you to start practicing yoga?
Yeah, well, I started doing my research with. I got diagnosed with cancer, and I was like, you know what? What can I do besides like their treatment? I didn't want to do like no treatment. I didn't want to do like anything that was gonna like affect my body in the wrong way.
Okay.
So I googled and researched a bunch of different things, and yoga was one of those things that they said, okay, yoga can actually heal you if you like do it consistently. Like not just like, okay, I'm gonna go today and like not go up for another month. Like no, this is a consistent practice. If you want to heal yourself, you got it takes work. And it takes a lot of work, and I did a lot of work to kind of heal myself. And yoga was in my regimen. Like, okay, yoga, meditation, eating right, doing some vitamin C stuff, like just having faith in who I am and who I was, and that's really what healed me.
Okay.
Like, I had faith in the yoga, I had faith in the meditation, I had faith in like what I was doing, and it worked.
What do you mean when you say you had faith?
Yeah, I mean like. Whatever you believe in is going to work. Like, as a man thinketh, so is he. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
everything people always talk about, but this is like real life stuff. Like, okay, if you think you're going to be healed, you're going to be healed. If you think you're going to be sick, you're going to be sick. Like, even like when people go get diagnosed, they feel they be normal. They feel normal. A couple days later, after the doctor tell them, oh, you got cancer, then they go downhill because they believed it. You know, but and it's wrong. But that's how your mind works. People don't understand how the mind works. Like, this thing is so powerful,
Yes.
and we use it the wrong way.
Yes.
We don't use it. We don't use it to the full capabilities. But it happens both ways, though. If you're negative, you're gonna have a negative life. You probably have a positive life.
Right.
But people think it's like, oh, I don't believe in all that. But no, this is how it works. Like, the most successful people are the people that's most positive. You see, the negative people are the people that's like poor and like just average people. Like, no, if you want to be above average, like, you gotta think above average. You gotta think a different kind of way. You gotta take your mind to a whole nother level, and that's what I did.
Okay. So, are you familiar with Law of Attraction?
Yeah, definitely.
Bob Proctor?
Yeah, Bob Proctor. Yeah, I
Okay.
listen to him all the time. I think I posted him on my Instagram the other day, and he was talking about just making decisions, like just
Okay.
being definite, and like how your thoughts control your life.
Okay, making decision. Interesting because last week I had John. You know John, right? John Tran. He had the retreat at your house.
Oh, John, yeah,
John was my guest last week,
and
interesting enough, we had. First of all, I want to thank you personally. We had 1,200 views last week on our show, and it just really touched our heart, both
Cool.
John and myself.
That's what's up.
So I was talking to John, and one of my friends reached out to me. We were talking about meditation and yoga and how it changes your life. And my friend that I haven't talked to for more than about 10 years, and she randomly messaged me. She's like, I watched your show. How do I start yoga? How do I start meditation?
Yeah.
And it really touched my heart. And I was talking to John. I said, even if we can change one person's life, that counts.
Yeah,
that
definitely.
person counts.
Yeah.
So with you being here as a former professional football player or a professional football player, okay, saying this, so in whatever position that you are, as long as you have this right,
Oh yeah, you gotta get that right
it's
first.
all about up here.
Yeah, it's the mind.
And decision.
Yeah.
How did you decide to start your journey?
Yeah. Well, it started like 3 years ago actually. Like the cancer didn't. The cancer, like, I had like a intuition. I started like kind of getting more involved with myself, and something told me like, okay, get ready.
Okay.
It's like just that feeling, like that gut feeling, like, you know, we all have those gut feelings inside us, like, okay, something's about to go down, something's about to happen. But what happened was good and bad. I signed a new contract, and then the next year I got diagnosed with cancer. So I had to get ready for both of those things. So I started meditating. I started like really started doing like self-development stuff. Started developing my mind and started building my mind up for what was going to happen.
Okay.
So I got blessed, and then I had the cancer, which was a blessing also. It was two blessings. Like, it's how you look at stuff.
Life lesson.
It was definitely a life lesson, and it changed who I was.
Okay. So before you were diagnosed, you had this feeling that you were...
Yeah, I had a feeling like something's going to happen. I didn't know it was going to be, like I said, and something good happened and something bad happened. So
Yeah.
it was like two things that happened, but something happened. Like I was getting ready. I was preparing myself for what was going to happen next, because I knew I had to get my mind right for whatever was going to happen.
Okay. So, and then that's when you started doing your
Self-development, yeah, like reading books, Bob Proctor, listening to Bob Proctor, listening to Jim Rohn, listening to all these different guys, you know, Napoleon Hill. Just a bunch of guys that I that was kind of like mentors, like just video mentors though. Like I would watch their video and I would read their books.
Okay.
And like just getting my mind to like just thinking on another frequency, you know what I mean? Like gaining like that knowledge, you know what I mean? Just gaining that knowledge about life. And because life is going to hit you. Like whoever you are, like life is going to hit you one day, and you got to be prepared for it.
Okay. So this is a personal question I have for you. I have seen him in 2 events now, and you guys, I don't watch football much.
Yeah.
I'm not because I don't like smashing people.
Yeah, it is not. It's crazy. It is. It's crazy.
How does it feel when you, as a person that sits there and meditates, and like you just have control over your thoughts? Not control, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Yeah, it's not control, but you can sit there and see them and let them go.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is it not in contrast with what you do out in the field? Did it not kind of like go against each other?
No, it actually made me better.
It did.
It made me better. Because it made me more focused on my job. Like it made me more like aware.
People.
Yeah, it made me better at smashing people. It did. It made me better in, like, because in football stuff happens. Like different plays happen. Like good play happen, bad play happen. So I was able to Okay, a bad play happened. Okay, forget about it. Move on to the next play. A good play happened. Okay, forget about it. Move on to the next play. Because in football, it's a constant. It's a game that goes. It never really stops until the end of the game.
Right.
So you got to play to the end. So it kind of taught me to be in the moment.
Okay.
Meditating really, it got me in. Okay, this is where I'm at right now. I'm in this play. So let me be right here for right now, and then I'm gonna worry about the next play when the next play happens.
Okay.
So it made me a better football player.
To be at the present moment.
Definitely.
To have to understand what's going through your
Yeah.
mind and your body and understand it and not react to it, but act on it.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, thank you. This was a good first segment, right? Are you ready to finish our songs, maybe? And then we'll come back for the second segment?
Cool.
Yes?
Let's do that.
We have a lot of good stuff for you guys if I can figure out how to. We are.
Monkey on the D, monkey on the D. Ooh, monkey on the D, monkey on the D.
We're back. Hello. Had a bit of a difficulty with the song. Okay. We're back with our very special guest, former Texans player, Andre Howell.
Yeah. You
Right. Did I get it right?
You got it right.
Okay, thank you. You had to correct me the first segment. But it's okay. I was telling him how people butcher my name all the time. It's Niusha. I'm like, it's your knee and Usha. I know it's hard. But as soon as people start saying knee, I'm like, it's right here. It's me. So, yes. So I met Andre at this event, Yoga Evolution TV. I'm doing my yoga teacher training, as I mentioned, with Alicia. And she has a book, this book right here. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Yoga Best Life. You have a copy of this?
Yeah, I have a copy of it. Yeah, I've been reading it. It's pretty good. Really good, actually. I didn't know that much about her. Like, I know her, you know how you know somebody, but you don't really know somebody.
Yes.
And just the stuff she was talking about now, I was like, wow, I didn't know she went through something like that. And I was like, wow, that's cool that she, expressing that, letting people know what she went through. Because a lot of people go through stuff all the time and they don't really express what they went through.
They
and,
don't.
Having that courage to do that, like, I respect her even more for that.
Yeah, like the introduction, she talks about herself.
Yeah.
She's going to be, her and Jasmine will be here on August 30th.
Cool.
They'll be my guest. And you guys save the date. They're two goddesses, two of my favorites, very favorites.
Yeah, they're good people.
I have a question for you. So the first time that you came to this event, there was about maybe, if I remember correctly, 5 or 6 guys, and the rest was female. How did it feel?
I grew up around women. Like I have 2 sisters, so I grew up around women all the time. So it don't really bother me to be around women. Like, it's cool. Like, I don't mind. But I think guys need to get more involved with learning themselves, like getting through like those points, because it's like a stigma, like, oh, guys don't do yoga, guys don't meditate, we too strong, we too, and it's like, no, like, your strength comes from inside. Like, if you build the inner side, you build that inner self up, you'll be stronger. And we just don't. It's like a stereotype of like people that do yoga or do meditation. It's like, oh, nah, he weak, he feminine. It's weird.
Yes.
And I know I'm not feminine at all. You know what I mean? So, but it's like, it's just a stigma to it. I was saying, like, nah, I'm not doing no yoga. I'm not going to all those women, because most of the time I'm in a class with a bunch of women. And it's like, where all the guys at?
The last event, I mean, I think it was like you and your friend, right?
Yeah,
or
exactly.
maybe like 3 other guys.
Like 3 other guys there.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know. It's just like I said, it's like a stereotype.
Okay, so this is for, again, we're trying to normalize and take that edge off from yoga and meditation. And people think you got to be flexible, you got to be this and that, you got to have a lot of money, you got to have a lot of free time. No, I work about 45 hours a week, and I still practice every day. I meditate every day.
Yeah.
I make time for myself. I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. I meditate every day too.
How do you meditate?
Well, I sit in my chair and meditate. Like, every morning before I start my day, I meditate.
Okay.
Just kind of get my mind centered, get my mind right for the day, because like, anything happens during the day, and I want to be grounded. It kind of grounds me. It kind of anchors me, to me. You know what I mean?
To you.
It anchors me, and it keeps me grounded throughout the day, because like a lot of crap happens during the day.
So how did you? Well, I mean, before you were diagnosed, you said you had a feeling, right?
Yeah.
But when you did your research about yoga and meditation, how did you start doing yoga? Like, how long did you start? Like, How did your journey started?
Yeah. Well,
Did
first
you have
of all,
teachers?
Well, yeah, I went to Yoga Works. That's how I
Okay.
met Alicia.
Okay.
I met her through Yoga Works, and I just decided. I said, okay, this it says that yoga will help me, and I believed yoga would help me. So I said, okay, I'm gonna decide to go get this membership at Yoga Works, and I'm just gonna go. And I just started going. I started like, wow, this is like a good workout. So I was getting a good workout in while I was doing yoga, like and meditating. Like it was like the best of both worlds. Like I'm getting a great workout, I'm getting more flexible, and I'm gaining more knowledge about myself.
About yourself. And I tell you guys, what I love about yoga is it's a journey.
Yeah.
There's not a destination.
Yeah.
Every day you get better.
Definitely.
I was doing these poses yesterday, and all of a sudden I started I felt more flexible.
Yeah.
And it's just the most beautiful thing because
Yeah.
you don't know how it happens, but it happens. And it's just, I love experiencing that because it's just you and your body.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter. Well, it could matter, but it really doesn't. If you
Nah.
decide,
Yeah.
nothing matters. It's just you and your mat, and that's it.
That's it.
There's nothing between you.
Yeah.
Right.
You're right.
So meditation. Do you meditate every day?
Every day I use a Headspace.
Headspace.
I
Oh,
use Headspace
cool.
app. Yeah.
You know, I started. He's a monk, right?
He went to the
he went to
monastery for
monastery.
I think like 12 years, and I met him. I did actually did an externship there
Did
last
you?
off this past off season when I was still playing. I went
Andy,
there.
what's his last name?
Andy.
He has a weird last name.
Yeah, last name. He from England though, but
Okay.
real cool guy, man. You wouldn't think he would be that cool since he was a monk. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You'd think he'd be
yeah.
like all zen out, like not really trying to talk to you. But nah, he was a cool guy, like a normal guy.
Mm-hmm.
But he just aware. He just in tune with himself, and just talking to him, he had like a energy around him, like wow, this is cool meeting him, and like he's the voice. He's the voice of the
yes.
app. He's the owner and the voice. So
Yes.
he's very involved in with like making the content and all that. So yeah.
You know, I actually found out about that app about 3 years ago, and I started listening to his speeches. So this guy, he went to monastery, and then he got away from it because he thought that it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
And he uses this thing that I remember him using this example that he said one of his teachers was holding this ice cream in his hand, and then all of a sudden, like, he was like, "You guys want this?" And this is like them after starving all day, and he's holding his ice cream in front of him. He's like, "Do you want this? Do you want this?" And then everybody's like, "Yes, yes," and he just like drops the ice cream in front of it, and they're like, oh, "What did you do? Like, why did you do this?" And then
Yeah.
he's like, "You gotta have control over your mind.
Yeah.
You have to have control over
You
your
have to.
mind. You have to."
If you want to live a nice,
Yeah.
healthy life.
And that was the
Yeah.
best thing. But what I like about him is he got away from it. And this is, I had Bante. He's a monk too. I had him 3 weeks ago on the show. But what I like about Andy is when he said life is real.
Yeah.
You have to be able to, like, I can't just sit there and be all zen
Yeah.
out in my room, don't
I
interact
remember
with
him saying
anybody.
that. Yeah, I remember him saying that because, like,
Right.
when you at the monastery, you don't have no worries,
Interaction
no
with-
problems.
yeah.
But when you're in the real world, like, stuff happens.
Yeah.
And you can't just, like, meditate it away. Like, you got to deal with it. But meditation helps you deal with that.
Yes.
It builds your mind up.
Yes.
Like, when you work out, out your biceps, work out your muscles, like, it builds that muscle up. So when you meditate, it builds your mind.
Yeah.
To handle stuff, to handle
Yeah.
stressful stuff in life.
Yeah.
Like how you handle stressful weights. Like when
Yeah.
you lift weights, you're putting stress on your body.
Yeah.
The same way with life, with your mind. Like you're putting stress on your mind. So why not work out your mind to handle the stress that you putting it through?
Exactly. And that's really, I like that because, think about it. We go out, there's traffic, there's people, like, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
And I used to get mad at everything, but so many things happened. And all these self journeys start from pain.
Yeah.
Some kind of physical or
Yeah.
mental pain. Like in your case, cancer. And you were able to kick cancer's ass in, right?
Yeah,
With
definitely.
yoga and meditation because you decided.
Yeah, I
you
decided,
decided
yeah.
that I want to get well.
I want to get better, and I
Right.
never want to be sick again.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, and then you got a hold of your mind, and that's all. That's how it starts. And then you just like get on that path, and then once you start experience all those feelings. You feel high. I call it yoga high. Like every
Yeah.
time I walk out, I'm like, I don't know what it does to your
Yeah.
body, right? But it feels good.
It feels good.
right?
Yeah, you just kind of let loose for a minute.
Yes,
Or for an
yes.
hour. Or
Yeah.
however long your yoga class is, and just kind of it keeps you going through life like that. Like okay.
Like
What's
nothing
next?
matters,
Yeah,
right?
what's next? And
Yeah.
I read a lot of books too, and one of my favorite books is The Four Agreements. You ever heard of Four Agreements? You probably should get it. Y'all should probably get the Four Agreements. Tell you about like just all the agreements that we had in our life as growing up. You have so many agreements that you live by that's not really true. You know what I mean? You have so much stuff that your parents like down the line that that they told you, but it's not really true, and you live by that, and it's kind of constricting your life. It's kind of making you stay in one little box.
Right.
And one of the agreements was like, don't take anything personal.
Yes.
And like that's another thing. Like people gonna feel some way about you. People gonna say stuff about you, but like, why should I take it personal? That's how you feel.
yes.
Like you angry. Like I'm not angry. I'm not gonna let you throw your anger on me just because you mad because you the way I look. So I'm not gonna take it personal that you mad at me because I look a certain way or
Yeah.
that I talk a certain way or that I do something a certain way. Like that's on you. You gotta deal with that yourself. I'm not gonna deal with it because I can't deal with you. You know I can't change your mindset.
yeah.
So I can only control what I think.
Yes.
So I don't take anything personal anymore. So that's how I am now.
Emotional intelligence.
Emotional intelligence,
Yes.
definitely.
Yes. So I love what he just said. You see,
Yeah.
you guys, it's so funny. I mean, it's not funny, but it's interesting that everybody, like all my guests, say the same thing. It's
Yeah.
just the different words that
Different
they
words,
use.
yeah.
When I talk to you, I'm reflecting myself
Yeah.
on you. Like the
Definitely.
things that is going on inside me,
Yeah.
I'm projecting that on you, right?
Yeah.
So I like that. I really like that. So Headspace, the app Headspace, and the cool thing about it is I've been meditating for about 6-7 years, but
Okay.
the app Headspace. The difference between Headspace and some other apps that are out there is it's quiet. Andy just talks.
He just talks, yeah.
He talks, and it's just this silence that you just like. There's all these thoughts that go through your mind, and you kind of have to like learn how to observe them and
Yeah.
let them go, right?
Yep.
And I think he does that on purpose because he wants you to. It's a little uncomfortable in the
Yeah,
beginning.
at first.
It's very
I
uncomfortable.
think he wants you to deal with that.
Yeah.
You have to, because like, you know, other app, they got music playing in the background.
Yes,
you kind of
yes.
get lost in the music. But with
Yeah.
him, it's just like, say he talks and he's quiet.
Yes.
And he lets you just do your thing. And then he comes back like, okay, come back to your breath. He'll have kind of like reminders in, but he makes you deal with that awkward quietness
Yes,
that goes on
yes,
your head
yes,
and all those thoughts. You're
yes.
like, okay, now deal with it.
Yeah.
Now what you gonna do with it?
What are you
know
gonna
I mean?
do?
What
Yeah.
you gonna do? And
Yeah.
then after a certain amount of time, you're like, wow, I can like let them go now. Because those
Yeah.
thoughts you hear like, okay, you think about it, like, okay, I'm gonna come back to my breath. Okay, I'm gonna come back to my breath. So you do that over about 10 times. You're like, wow, I'm doing it now. Like I'm actually like focusing on my breath now. Like all those thoughts, those thoughts not gonna ever stop. They still gonna keep on going, but you letting them go. You're not like
Go.
dwelling on the thoughts. You're not you're thinking about like, okay, what I'm gonna eat today. Then you go into like, okay, well I want some pizza. Then you're like, okay, I want pepperoni pizza. Okay, then I want cheese on that pizza. Then you think about all those thoughts, but then once you kind of get back to your breath, you just like, okay, that pepperoni thought go. You stop right there and you just keep on going. You letting it flow.
Yeah.
Then you go to something else and you just keep letting it go.
Yeah.
And that's why I think that's what meditation is. 'Cause I don't think you ever stop thinking. I think it's
You don't.
impossible to like really shut your mind off. I think people can probably do it, but it take like years to get there.
Years to get
Yeah.
there. And even if you get there, I think our brains are structured in a way that you still have some.
Oh, definitely,
Unless you
yeah.
isolate yourself from everything and everybody, which
Yeah.
is.
That's kind of like
What's the
you
person
go
living?
crazy.
Yeah. Why would you want to leave? I mean, I want to be out there. I want to
Yeah,
have fun. Like I
exactly.
still want to, but at the same time. So I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a yogi and if you meditate and do all that cool things,
Yeah.
does it mean that you always have to be all like this, zen out, and don't party, don't do this and that? No.
Nah, life is about balance.
Uh-huh.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Life is about balance. And once you get off balance, that's when you start having these problems.
Yes.
That's when you start having these diseases, these different things going on in your life because you're doing too much of one thing. You're not doing enough of things you like to do.
Everything.
Like if you like to do something, like do it, but just do it in moderation. It's all about moderation
Yes.
and balance. And that's what I do in my life. Like I was so focused on football, like that was my life. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, I need to back off and kind of get more involved with my family. Get more involved with whoever I'm with. You know what I mean? Like get more involved with me. No, especially like getting more involved with me. Like I forgot about me.
Yeah.
And you forget about yourself because you worry about so many other things, and you just like you waking up in the morning, like the first thing you do is check your phone to see who needs something, or check your email to see like what's going on at work, or you check your Instagram and see, okay, who's liking my picture or who picture I need to like. You know, and that's how it is.
Yeah.
And then you forget about you, and then stuff start happening in your life. You're like, wow, I didn't even realize this was going on until it gets too bad. Then you're like, damn, now I really got to work on it now. But why wait till it get that bad? Why
get
not
to
just
that
go?
point.
Why just not go now? Why not focus on you? Because I think in our society we so used to taking care of everybody else
Yes.
before we take care of ourselves, and that's
Yes.
like what the norm is. But
Yeah.
it shouldn't be like that. Like, take care of you first, then you can take care of other people. Because you can't if you down bad, like how you gonna take care of this other person?
Everybody else.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But that's the thing. We just so focused on other people and like no, focus on you for a minute.
Like Oprah says that if your cup is not full,
Yeah.
you have nothing to
You have
give.
nothing to give.
You have to keep your cup full, and that
Yeah.
doesn't mean that you have to be selfish.
Nah, not selfish.
I mean,
yeah.
sometimes you have to be selfish a little.
in certain instances,
In some
like
aspects.
okay, if I'm if it's 10 o'clock at night and this first somebody call me, I need to talk to you. I'm like, no, I gotta go to sleep. I'll call you in the morning. Like I can't deal with your situation. I gotta deal with me first.
Yes.
And people be like, you know what? Okay, I'll talk to you. You talk to for the next 3 hours, and like, okay, now you gotta get back at 6 o'clock in the morning. Now you pissed off and you angry and you tired as hell. Now you gotta go to work. Now you gotta deal with these other people at work, and you tired already. You
Yes.
didn't get no sleep because you was handling their problems.
Yeah.
And now they in bed still, they sleeping in. It's like, wow, like
What am I doing?
What am I doing? Why did I give them all my time? Now
Yeah.
they chilling.
Yeah.
And I'm here at work dealing with these people that's getting on my nerves,
Yeah.
and I'm not able to deal with them because I didn't
Yeah.
take care of myself last night. So now I'm mad with everybody. Like your cup is empty. Now you can't give no more.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. When it's empty, you can't. What's your hobby?
My hobbies. Ooh, I like going to the movies. I like the movies. I like riding my bike. I like boxing. Now I do a lot of boxing.
You like boxing?
I like boxing. Yeah, I don't actually fight. I just like working out. I like
Okay.
the
It's
boxing.
intense.
aspect. It is intense, and it's very cool. I like that. And yoga, meditation, and I read a lot. I like to read. Like
Oh,
I like to.
good.
I love
Good.
knowledge, man. I like to learn stuff. And that's my hobbies.
So was Texans the first NFL team that you played?
My first and only. I've
Your
been with them
first?
my whole career. Yeah,
Okay. How long were you playing for Texans?
for 5 years.
5 years. Okay.
Yeah.
And college.
I went to Vanderbilt. I played 4 years in college at Vandy. It's in
Okay.
Nashville.
Okay. Nashville,
Nashville,
Tennessee.
Tennessee,
Okay.
yeah.
How was that?
That was cool. You
Cool.
know, Vandy's like a private school, so my first year was tough. I struggled because I went to
Why?
a public high school, and like going to Vandy's like one of the most prestigious schools in the South.
Okay.
So I just was like not ready. I wasn't prepared for that. I wasn't prepared for that rigorous schedule. Like it was just tough for me to kind of catch up with people. Cause like I went there to play football, but I didn't realize that I had to go to school too. You know what I mean? Like I had to do school too. And my first year I struggled a lot, but I made it out. I graduated in 3.5 years. So
Oh, you
it changed me.
graduated.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
And it definitely changed my mindset about learning.
Okay.
Yeah.
What position do you play?
I
Or
played
did you-
safety.
Safety.
Yeah, well, I came in as a cornerback, then they switched my position to safety. So defensive back, it's all kind of the same thing.
Okay, so I know what a cornerback does, but I don't. You guys, forgive me. I have to ask.
Yeah.
What does a safety do?
Oh, just defense. So you like the
Okay.
last line of defense. So you tackle, you intercept the ball, you call the plays, you make the plays, you make the checks, and it's like the quarterback of the defense. Kind of
Okay.
so you like the quarterback. So you're telling everybody kind of where to line up at, what's the play, what play you're running. So
Okay.
you gotta be kind of smart to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to be smart to play football.
Yeah,
like
true.
I
Like
never
a lot of
know.
football players are smart, and that's one of
Yeah.
the things that people don't realize. Like, no, this is you gotta have some kind of brains to play football because they got so many positions, so many like plays, so many like formations that you gotta learn, that you gotta memorize. So like, I know stereotype football players, oh, he dumb, but nah, football players really smart.
They should be smart because all the plays that
Yeah.
Hard Knocks.
Yeah, you
Is that
watch Hard Knocks?
I
Yeah.
did. So like when they call the player,
Yeah.
the plays, I'm like,
I know it's like a
how do you not
paragraph.
yeah, how do you not forget all that?
Yeah.
Like
And then you going full speed doing it. So yeah, it take a special kind of person to
Yes.
play football. Like those guys, like total respect. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Do you miss playing football?
I don't. I just miss the camaraderie. I miss my old teammates.
Okay.
That's it. The only thing I miss about football is just the guys.
You don't miss the play.
Nah, I don't miss playing. Nah,
Okay.
not really.
Do you
nah.
at some point want to teach football to kids or?
The lessons I learned from football is really good. Like you can learn lessons from playing sports, but I'd rather kind of teach them how to live life.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. All right, I know. Teach them how to kind of just change their mindset about life. And
Okay.
just think it's not just football. Like, I can use football as a tool to get to where I want to go, but football is actually not who I am. And that's what happens to a lot of guys. Like, they think football is who they are, and then when football is gone or and they lose, they get hurt or get injured or they can't play anymore, they just kind of they go the other way. Like,
Yeah.
totally opposite way. So
They
it's
go
like,
south. Yeah.
it's like either I'm playing football or I'm not doing nothing. And that happens to a lot of guys. And I just kind of want to change that dynamic. Like, okay, it's not just about football. Like, I use football as a that's what I'm doing right now. That's not
It's a
who I
platform.
am. It's a platform.
Yeah.
And guys kind of make it them.
Okay. So you're from where are you from?
Louisiana. Port
Louisiana.
Allen.
Port Allen.
Like Baton Rouge. Right,
Baton Rouge.
basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw on your Instagram that you did a go back to school.
Yeah, back to school
for-
event. Yeah.
What was that?
This is my city. I used to do a football camp. Because I
Okay.
was playing football, so I used to
Okay.
do a football. So I didn't do my football camp this year. So I said I need to do something back home because every year I try to do something to let the kids just see me because that's where I'm from. I grew up there, you know. I was raised there. My family's still there, so
Yeah.
I want to give back to where I'm from. So I did the give back to school giveaway. Got like 400 backpacks, a bunch of school supplies. Then we did like free haircuts, free food. So it was a great event. I just want to go back and just show them like I care. Like, you can do what I'm doing one day. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
just kind of want to see that. Oh, he did it and he made it. So why can't I do
Why
it from
can't
the
I
same
not?
place?
And I tell you what, that's the best. We go to school. They teach us what's 2 + 2, history, economic, and all this. But nobody teaches us how to live our life.
Exactly.
And when you get out of school,
Yeah.
it's real life.
It's real life.
And then
Definitely.
how do you deal with all that?
Exactly.
I think if they start teaching those, it's much, much more effective. And
Oh yeah, definitely more.
we have a
effective.
better world, right?
Yeah, way
Don't
better
you think
world,
so?
but,
yeah.
That's what one of my goals to kind of just show people it's a different way to think.
You just answered my next question.
Yeah.
Don't get ahead of me.
My bad.
So where do
Yeah.
you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, so I'm
do
actually.
you want to tell us how old are you? Or
I'm 27. I don't
You're
mind.
okay,
I'm 27.
okay.
So
in 5 years?
I'm starting I'm starting school on Monday to get my MBA.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I want to
Where?
learn more about University of Houston.
Oh nice.
So yeah, I want to learn more about business, and they have a real estate program too. So I'm also in real estate, and I'm a realtor now.
Oh wow!
So if y'all need anything with help with finding houses, hit me up. Dre Howe 29. But but yeah, I start doing that, and I want to kind of build that to make it like a pipeline for other guys to see like, okay, oh, Dre did it. He retired and he jumped right into something else. Like a lot of guys, they retire from football just kind of like don't
What do
know
you
what to
do?
do. They don't, it's
Yeah.
not because you've been playing for so long. And I just want to show them like, no, you can do something. Like, find what you're good at or find what you like to do. Like, I like helping people. I feel like real estate can help people. Like,
yeah.
it builds like, oh, I have my own spot. I have my own place. That builds like a lot of pride in yourself. Like, I bought this house. You know what I mean? And I can be able to help people do that. And then I want to learn the business side too. That's why I'm going to get my MBA so I can learn about the business. Like, okay, how can I help somebody like start a business? Or how can I help you learn about finances? How can I help you learn about equity? How can I help you learn about different things that's in real life that you don't learn in school? Like, say, you don't teach that in school. So how can I help you learn? Because even guys in the NFL, we make a lot of money, but we don't know how to use it. We don't know how
Yeah.
to manage it because we don't know it.
What do you do with it?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
there's
And I
only
can be
so
that
much
guy.
you can do with all that money.
Exactly. And
Right.
then if you don't know what to do with it, you end up spending or losing it or somebody taking advantage of you. So I want to be the guy to kind of educate those guys like, okay, this what you can do. And they know me. They know I'm not trying to gain, and I'm not trying to take advantage of them. Because
Yes.
like a lot of guys that does that, they don't take advantage of those guys because they know they don't know. So okay, let me manage your money for you, and you pay me $10,000 a month or every quarter, and then and then you look up like, okay, well, my money went. It's like you didn't manage it yourself.
Yeah.
Or you didn't know what your guy was doing because you didn't. Because he telling you he using all these big old financial words, and you don't know what you're doing with your money.
Yeah.
And it's like that. So I want to be kind of like the bridge between guys that's playing and guys that didn't that's retired. Kind of like help both. Yeah.
This is the first time I'm hearing something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the first. I don't think nobody ever
No.
kind of did that.
I think what it is from watching the game is
Yeah.
you're so used to be on the spotlight and
Yeah.
you're the man, you're
Yeah.
it. Like people wear your jersey and
Yeah.
like people want your
Autograph
and
yeah.
all that. So that when you don't have that in your
Yeah.
life, you feel that void.
You feel that void,
You're
definitely.
like, oh my God.
It's gone because, like I said, it's not those people. No, I love people. I love everybody.
Of
but
course.
those people don't love you for you. They love you because you what you do.
Yes.
Because you playing football. That's why you in the they like you right now.
Yep.
They're not gonna like you forever, but then guys want that love forever.
Ever.
So they kind of like, they pursue it, and then they play longer than they should play, or they just keep on trying to play, or they just keep on just trying to get that fulfillment from other people. Like, no, you gotta find it in yourself first. That's how I was able to retire. Like, I love myself. Like, I don't need y'all to love me. Like,
Yeah.
I know who I am.
Yeah.
I'm confident in myself. I don't need y'all to love me. And I'm not saying like other guys don't love themselves, but it's just that void that they need from that validation. It's a validation from like other people telling them, "Oh, you great, you great." I don't need you to tell me I'm great. I know who I am.
You know who you are.
I know I'm great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I don't need you to say, "Oh,
Yeah.
you the best." Oh, you this. I'm like, no, I don't need that. You don't have to tell me that. Yeah.
And well, that's how I felt comfortable asking you to be here.
Yeah.
For the very sole reason because when I saw you attending, especially the last event was about that sex therapist was there, and it's not very it's not a very comfortable topic for guys to sit there. And when you were sitting there, I was like, wow, he's a former.
Yeah.
I have to get it right? And it felt weird. And he's sitting there with all these women listening to, and it was just the most. I don't know why, but it really touched my heart. That you're so humble that you're not like everybody, not everybody, but like most people, I don't want to say guys, but that, oh no, I don't need to be listening to this. This is, this is beneath me and I don't need to. Yeah. So that's important when you know that. Yeah, you're trying to educate yourself, and the route that you're taking, it's very fascinating. I didn't know that. I did not know that I think as human being, not just, it doesn't matter if you're a football player, you're a teacher, you're an actor, actresses. That's how a lot of these famous people, when they lose that fame, they're lost.
Exactly.
And they don't know what to do with it. But when you go inside, when you go within yourself and you find that core, you find that seed inside you and you start growing that, then when all that limelight is gone, you have something. Exactly. And you just like grow it. Yeah, because I'm sure you can walk out of this store and there's people lined up here that want your autograph, they want a picture with you and all that. But then when they're gone, you're going home by yourself.
By myself, exactly.
And then what are you going to do?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's important to get to know yourself.
It is.
And your journey, that was very interesting, that you started doing yoga meditation, and this is where you are.
Yeah.
You're here to inspire people. Now, do you think that at some point you're maybe start a healing place for people that not necessarily a yoga studio, but somewhere that people can come? I know you did that retreat in your house. That was very, very nice of you for opening your home to people to, it was a one-day retreat. And do you want to tell us about it?
Yeah, one-day retreat with Alicia and Jazz. And Somel and John.
Yes.
So yeah, it was a cool event, man. It had like, the sound bowls and the massages and the Reiki and acupuncture, and just a day of healing, a day for yourself, and it was cool. I'm glad I did that. Like,
very nice of you.
I didn't know how big it was gonna be, but but once it was going on, like, nah, it's cool. Like, I don't care.
How many people was there?
I don't even know, like what, 50 maybe.
They said 50, yeah.
Yeah, like 50 people, but it didn't feel crowded. It didn't feel like overly loud. It was just a cool vibe. Everybody was just enjoying themselves. So
I missed it. I was out of town.
You should have came.
Yeah, I know.
I think we will have to do it again one day. It was fun. It was definitely a good time.
I heard a lot about it. Yeah, like everybody that I know was there.
Yeah,
a lot of my friends.
Yeah.
And I kept hearing about it. I'm like, oh, but you see, this is what I'm saying. Like, you opened your home, something that not everybody would feel comfortable doing that. For others to come and experience that. That experience. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, I don't like a lot of people like, you open your home, you did that for, like, I don't care about that kind of stuff. Like, it's cool. Like, it's just a house. At the end of the day, like, if it burned down, what's gonna happen? You know what I mean? Like, what if it flood, then what happened? Like, it's just a house. Like, I can go buy another one, or I'm just be out of the house. Like, it don't. Like, material stuff don't really matter that much to me. Like, and it was all good people. It wasn't like people I was just inviting from the street. Like, it was like all good people that was gonna respect my house, and they all respected my house. So it's like, why not do that? Why not give? You know what I mean? We also always so tight of like trying to hold stuff in.
Yes.
And then we hold stuff in. That's how stuff gets stuck. We never flow. And then life is about flow. how people get sick. Like your like when your body stop flowing, when like the engine stop flowing in your body, that's when you get locked up and stuff start building. I don't want no more building up in my body. I want everything to flow.
To flow.
Exactly.
Your chakras.
Yeah, I want everything to flow.
Your chakras. Okay. So I wanted to say something. I forgot. So I was telling you my interviews, I don't like to premeditate my questions or
Yeah.
think about it because I study my guests before they come here. A lot of them, I know them. Like John, I know him. I've known
Yeah.
him. River, I know him. You, I've met you,
Yeah.
but then I also got to know you more in the events
Yeah.
and then for me, the most fascinating thing was that masculine side of you was
Yeah.
you're very masculine.
Uh-huh.
And for you to have that kind of like be familiar and be open about the feminine side was
Yeah.
very interesting for me, that not everybody is that
Yeah.
way these days. And they, because of all these titles, we're being taught
Yeah.
about social media competition and
Yeah.
all that. So I feel like we don't get to experience life the way it should be, and like
Exactly.
be open and just receive and
Yeah.
let it flow through us and
Yeah.
experience that. And even one person, when they see you, they want to be like you.
Mm-hmm.
Like little kids, when they
Yeah.
see you, they're like, "Oh, look what he's doing!
Yeah,
this is cool. I
exactly.
want to be
And
that."
It, can
One
be.
day.
It open. They open their mind to something
Yeah.
new. Like
Yeah.
guys are really like, and they. I probably don't do a good job of like posting all the time because I really don't like post a lot of stuff about meditation and yoga. But I probably should because it's probably helping somebody that
Yeah.
they probably want to do it and probably
Yeah.
just like kind of embarrassed to do it. Like I was at first too. Like I didn't want to meditate in front of my teammates. Cause they were gonna act like, man, what is he
What
doing?
are you doing?
Like that's not what you doing. You crazy? Like people that meditate are kind of weird, you know. And
Yeah.
that's a stereotype. Like, oh, you weird? What you meditating for? Why you sitting there with your eyes closed? Why you sitting there being still? Cause it's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
And
different.
people think meditation is just like this, like with your
Sit
legs
there,
crossed.
yeah.
No, I don't do that. I just sit there like this and close my eyes and just breathe and like just get in tune. And I think meditation is they got so many stereotypes around it, and it really hurt people because they don't understand it.
They don't understand.
Yeah.
And but what I learned is, instead of trying to convince people, is I just sit there and I try to be everything that I talk about. Now,
Yeah.
this doesn't mean that you're always perfect and
Yeah,
you're
nah.
just 100%
Yeah.
happy and dandy all the time. No, you can still get mad,
Oh yeah, definitely.
right?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
you
yeah.
know how to let it go.
Exactly.
Right?
You let it go and just keep on going.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, because people think that because people all the time. That's why people do it. People all live us like on Instagram. They're a certain way on Instagram, but in real life they totally different. And that's how it is with meditation sometimes.
Yes.
And people think, oh, that's kind of weird, and they don't understand it because they see people on Instagram like meditating, then they see them in the club like doing the most or fighting or something like that. It's like,
What's
I thought you was
going on?
meditating, you know?
Yeah.
I thought you were just zen out or whatever. But they stereotype you, and then they see you doing something else. It's like, wow, I don't want to do that because you're not living the way you think, the way you say you living, and that's
Yeah.
and turn people off. Like like with religion, like people that like super religious, but curse you out when they see you. You know, they like curse
What are
you out when
you
they get mad.
doing?
Like, I thought you was religious, and
Yeah.
that's why people turn away from religion.
Yep.
Because you portray yourself in some way, and then you act in a whole another way. So I won't be told. I won't be okay. You me Andre Howe? Oh, now he really act like that. That's who he is. Like if you see me on Instagram, like, oh wow, he really is like that. Like he that guy. Like he don't fake for the gram like they say. Like nah, he really is who he say he is.
Yes.
And a lot of people not like that. Because you can be whoever you want to be on Instagram, but in real life you totally different. Like
You're
people on
different.
Instagram be so bold and courageous and
Yeah.
act all
Love
this-
yourself.
Yeah, but then and you meet in person like wow, you totally different. Like
Different.
I
You're
don't-
disconnected.
Yeah, you so disconnected,
saying,
and
yeah.
it's like, wow, I don't want to really
Yeah.
do what you doing. I don't want to follow you.
Yep.
They'll follow you on Instagram, but they're not really gonna follow you in life. I want people to follow
Online.
me in life.
Uh-huh.
Like forget Instagram. Like you know, you can post whatever you want to post on there, but like in life, like come see how I'm living, and then see, oh wow, you have a nice life. Like you living the right way. You making moves.
Yeah.
Stuff happen in the right way for you. So let me kind of get on your wave and see how you doing stuff, so I can kind of filter myself in there and live the right way and have stuff come toward me too. Cause like it's energy. All of it's energy.
Exchanging energy.
Exactly. Once you find the right energy, the right frequency, that's when stuff start happening for you. But you living in that wrong way, you living in the bad way, and you telling yourself bad stuff. You letting your mind take control of who you are, And that's when you're not gonna be successful because you're telling yourself like, no, I'm not worthy enough. I'm not good enough for this. And you're like, okay, your mind like, okay,
You're not. Then you're not.
You're not.
Then you're not.
You're not gonna get it.
Yeah. And this doesn't mean that you're being arrogant or anything. It's just
Yeah.
like you as a person know what's the right thing to do.
Exactly.
And you just do that.
You just
What feels good
Mm-hmm.
to do, just do that. Because when you, for example, if right now, if I want to put this thing here
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm kind of like, I'm like, I don't know what he's going to think about
Yeah.
it. So I'll just try not to put it. And then I'm just like sitting here thinking
Yeah.
about that, moving that. And then I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Then my attention is,
You're not hearing what I'm saying.
yes.
Yeah.
But instead of that, if I ask you, I'm like, do you mind if I just put this here?
Yeah.
Communication, right?
Yeah,
You talk.
you gotta let it go. You let it out. That's
And
the
then that way
communication.
I can give you 100% attention and then I have this. And that's why I don't write my questions.
Because then you start thinking about your question
then I'm
instead of
gonna be
thinking
like,
about the answer that he about to give you or whoever about to give you the
Yep.
answer. So,
Yep.
yeah.
I like this interview.
Yeah. it's
How do you
good.
feel?
I'm feeling good.
You feeling
I
good?
told you I like this. I like the vibe. I like the energy. I like the studio. It's cool. It's
Yeah.
cool. And you cool. When I met you, like, yeah, she cool.
Thank
I'll
you.
definitely go talk to her.
Thank
Because
you.
I don't do it all the time. Because people ask me for energy, I'm like, I don't know. I'm good.
Thank
Because it's
you.
like the energy sometimes. Like, I don't know if I really want to do it. You know what I mean? And,
Yes,
and I
it's
don't. Like,
important.
and
No,
that's
no, I
another thing. Like,
understand.
I'm not going to do something because like somebody asked me to do something. Like, no, I got time too. Like, I don't want to do it if I want to
Yep.
do it. And like, nah, just from meeting, I'm like, you
Thank
know what,
you.
she cool.
Thank
I
you.
definitely go talk on her show and talk to the people that's following her.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm honored to have you here.
No problem.
We're all happy to have you here. The only goal for this show is because I had so many things happening in my life and I
Yeah.
started my journey. And now I'm in a place that I'm happy with myself.
Yeah.
I am very happy with where I am right now. And I try to I don't want to say set example, but I try to promote that kind of lifestyle to
Yeah.
people, and I try to bring different people that I'm comfortable with.
Exactly.
I don't just bring people that I don't believe in them and I haven't seen them. And the first time that I heard you talking in that event and how open you were, and then you were just going around talking to people, and you were so humble, which was just like, I'm like, wow. I used to go to a lot of games.
Yeah.
And I had no idea what's going on. I
Yeah.
just saw somebody throw the ball. There's a bunch of people like hitting each other, smashing each other and get the
Yeah.
ball. And then that was it. So, but I didn't know what was going on. But then Alicia, I signed up for her teacher training. And then I attended her one of her events and you were there. And I was like, wow, this is really cool. Like, I like seeing you there because, I mean, you're not just a typical yogi that they're all like in tune with
Yeah.
them. So you're
I know
just
what you
not
mean,
that
yeah.
typical yogi or person that meditates all the
Yeah.
time. You're actually a very masculine
Yeah.
and former, have to get it right, NFL player. So it's, let people see.
Yeah.
And you got over something that is almost impossible these
Yeah.
days. I mean, it's all mental.
It's all mental.
It's all
It started in
mental.
the mind,
Yeah, you got
definitely.
over your cancer with
Yeah.
this. When you decided,
When
it
we
all started
decided,
with you
yeah.
deciding, and just see. He's sitting here. And then the route that you're taking with your life, that's very fascinating.
Yeah.
I didn't know all that,
Yeah.
that you're actually like the real estate and then you're going back to school.
Yeah.
See, yoga and meditation does that to you.
Mhm.
I feel like you let your ego go.
And you're not afraid. I'm not afraid to fail. Like,
Yeah.
okay. I'm not afraid. Like,
What's
if I'm not
next?
that good at it,
Yeah.
okay, let me just get better at it. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? But
yeah.
that's the thing with people. It started at early age, I feel like. Start when you're a kid. You grow up as a kid and you become a high school, you go to college, whatever you want to do. And people always tell you like, oh, don't do that. You ain't that good. You're not that smart. You're not gonna succeed at that. You're not gonna look good doing that. You're gonna fail doing that. And you're like, you know what, I'm not gonna do it. I'm scared of that. And that fear traps you and it keeps you in that box. I don't want to be in the box. I want to be the full Andre Howe, like the full potential. I want to reach my full potential. And I want to do whatever I can do. Like, if I want to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm not afraid to fail. Like, why be scared to do something? You know what I mean? Why? Either you're gonna fail and learn from it, are you gonna succeed at it?
Yeah.
And if you fail and learn from it, you're gonna learn. You're gonna be better. You're gonna become better.
It's
you know what I mean?
experience.
It's a definite experience.
Yeah.
It's not ever like really failing. It's always like okay, I learned from that. People say it's like taking an L. No, I'm not taking an L. I'm like okay, it's an L, but it's a learning. I'm learning from it. You know, I'm not losing from. I'm learning from this L. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
I think people just gotta switch up their perception of like failing and what failing really means, and then you'll just live a great life.
A great life.
Yeah.
I want to be like you when I grow up. Let my ego go. This was really good.
Thank you for having me.
I thank you for being here.
Definitely.
And I learned a lot from you. Andre Hal is this. And very grateful to have you here. You guys, again, like I said last week, all you need is just 5 minutes every day, and yourself, your mind, and your body. That's all you need. You don't need nothing. We're running out of time. He's doing this for me. Oh yeah, it's 5 o'clock, and we only played one
5 o'clock?
song.
Really?
I know. Oh my
Wow,
god,
time
we gotta
flew
have you
by.
back here.
Okay.
We need to go. But next time when you come back here, we'll ask people to send us their questions.
Cool.
If that's okay.
That's cool,
He's very
yeah.
open. He didn't mind anything.
Yeah.
I asked him if there's any red lines that I shouldn't be crossing,
No
and he
red
said no,
lines. No.
nothing. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll see you guys next week at 4. Goddess Talk, Niusha.
Andre Howe.
Thank you guys.
Thank y'all.
Bye. All right.